Hey everyone, welcome to Social Media for Business. If we haven't met before, my name is Beau. I will be your course instructor for this class. I've also taught media writing and editing and color grading and intro to web dynamics. And this is actually the fifth time that I am teaching Social Media for Business. And every year it is a little bit different. No 2 years have been the same. That's just kind of the way social media goes. Once you think you've got a grasp on it, it changes a little bit. That's the same reason why there's no textbook for this class, because as soon as they print it, it would be out of date. This is a really interesting time for social media. At the time I'm recording this, Threads is fairly new. It's not perfect, but people are optimistic about it. And Twitter is in an upheaval. Right now it's X. It was just turned into X. They're getting rid of tweets and calling them posts. What is X going to look like, a year from now? Who knows? Probably bad. That's the way things are looking now. But, who knows? They could turn it into something great. It's a wild time to be a social media strategist. And hopefully by the end of this class, you will have a better grasp on what that means to be a social media strategist. You'll be able to look at the landscape and decide, what works for you and your business, what you want to change, how you will adapt, and how you can improve the way you use social media to better suit your business. I can only tell you what's working right now. Hopefully by the end of this course, you will be able to read social media well enough to be able to pivot your business to stay on top of the trends. All right, so if this is your first time meeting me, you don't know who I am, just let me fill you in a little bit. I'm a writer, producer, and editor of film and video. That's where my background is in. That's what I went to school for. I went to a film school down in Florida, and then I came up to UNI to get my bachelor's degree here, and I've been working in the industry for like the last 15 years or so. I've worked on everything from short films to feature films, documentaries, music videos, sketch comedy, wedding, stand-up comedy. I did a funeral once. It was super weird. So yeah, I've done everything. I've been a producer. I've done camera. I've done lighting. I've done audio. I've done pretty much everything on set, pre-production, post-production in some capacity over the last 15 years. Broadcast news, done it. But it's my history doing freelance work that's kind of brought me to the social media realm. I'm sure a lot of you aren't super passionate about social media, and I'm not either. That's like full disclosure. It's just a skill that I've had to acquire in order to be successful in my work, especially when I was doing freelance work. And anytime I do a film and I want people to show up to watch it or buy it or stream it or whatever, social media is the number one thing that I have to post on to get people to tune in. So despite the fact that I consider myself more of a filmmaker than a social media strategist, it's just kind of a skill I've had to learn. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the course. You found this video, which is great. I'm going to post one every week just to help provide more context to what we will be learning. If you look in the module, you'll see tools, assignments, and discussions. Tools, basically, that's anything that's going to help you learn what you need to learn for the week. Anything under tools is fair game to be on a quiz. That includes the various YouTube videos that I'll ask you to watch. For the assignments, I'm going to try to keep to one assignment a week. I don't want to overload you guys. Unless otherwise stated, those assignments are going to be due by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. And then there's the weekly discussion. That's where things are going to get a little tricky. The discussions come in two parts. More often than not, it's just me giving you a video to watch or a link to an article to read and just you giving your opinions. There are no wrong answers. That part, that's the first part. That's always due Friday night by 11:59 p.m. If you look at the due date for discussions, it will always say Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. That is when the second part is due. The first part of your discussion is always going to be due Friday night by 11:59 p.m. Then the second part of the discussion is for you to go back into the discussion and read your classmates' responses and leave an insightful comment on at least two of them. And insightful meaning like something with depth to it. Don't just write, sounds good, cool, yeah, I agree. Like that's not insightful. And that part will be due by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. One thing we're going to talk a lot in this course, especially the first month, is branding. And you're going to build a brand to work on throughout this course. For this course, you will be developing a hypothetical brand, something you can develop a social media strategy for. So you'll be creating a Facebook page for this brand. You'll be creating an Instagram and then a third social media platform of your choosing. Then part of your kind of final grade for your final project is your ability to maintain a consistent posting schedule on each platform. So what will your hypothetical brand be? That's completely up to you. A lot of people, when they take this course, because it is primarily a DMM course, it will be for their photography business that they'd like to start, their videography business that they'd like to start. I've had people do MLMs that they're using. I've had people do it for the golf courses they're currently working at. It's really your choice. Then after this course, it's up to you if you want to delete everything you did or if you want to maintain it and continue it on as a serious business, which I have had people do. I have students from my very first time I taught this 5 or so years ago that are still using the social media that they created for that class. The assignment this week should be pretty easy. I just want you to make a short video about yourself. If you look in the description, there's just a few questions I want you to answer. Basically, I just want to be able to put a face to your name, make this a little more personal. Don't overthink the quality of it. You can shoot it on your phone or webcam or whatever. You're not being graded on production value. All right, make sure you read the PDF for this week. There's more information about this class, as well as an introduction into branding. Branding is what we're going to be working on for the next couple weeks. Thank you. See you next time.